So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to what's going to be an unboxing and an actual little mini movie review. I give you what is at least one of the best, if not the best, television movies in history. Duel, directed by none other than Steven Spielberg. Yeah, I'm going to talk about this release that I just got, and I'm going to dig into the special features, and then I'm going to talk about the movie because I've actually watched it. So what are we waiting for? Let's go. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the JeffMan316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host, as always, JeffMan316. And like I said in the intro, we're talking Duel. This is the box set that I just received, ordered it from Orbit DVD. You hear that name quite a bit on the channel because they're a local retailer. They're one state over, but they're pretty close. I usually get everything within 1 or 2 days. This is an epic release. I'm pretty sure it's got the same Steelbook that was on Groove, but it's got a lot more in this package. So if you start here and you look, it's got a lenticular cover. And if you look at it in the middle of that rear view mirror, you can see how the truck moves towards the vehicle. It's hard to see on camera, but I really like that. So that's got a lenticular cover. This is obviously like a UK release, but remember, 4Ks are region free. So I'll go ahead and crack this open and show you all the goodies that are inside. So obviously we'll just go ahead and start out. The main deal you want to see is the Steelbook of Duel in 4K. I really love the artwork on there. You got Dennis Weaver, the driver of the car. You got the title. You got the truck and the driver that you never actually see in the movie. Faceless Killer. So I always love that artwork there. I've seen that used before. Here's the disc. And then here's the inside artwork. I think they did a really good job of picking key scenes from the movie there. We'll talk about this movie more. Put in the comments down below as you're watching this. Have you seen Duel before? If not, you're really missing out. This is a really excellent movie. It's a television movie, so it's one of the first things that Steven Spielberg directed. It actually got released in theaters, so we'll talk about that because that's one of the special features on here. It's got a fold-out poster. Mini poster here. It's got Duel artwork. Some really classic artwork there. I've seen this before. Dennis Weaver, I mean, it's got some other minor characters in it, but he's literally in the movie like 90% of the time by himself because he's being chased down by the maniac that's in that truck. So if you haven't seen it, like I said, did you ever see back in the day the movie that I liked that was similar to this? Was The Car. This is not supernatural at all, though. It's basically man versus man, mano a mano on the road. Somebody's basically stalking and trying to kill somebody with their truck. I really like the style of the truck too. I'll show you some pictures here. It's got some cards in here that are like lobby card style. Mine got a little bent on the corner, but I'm not going to complain that much. It's not terrible, and if I really wanted to flatten them out, I could probably iron them. There's the truck there. I don't know if it's a better version of it here. There's Dennis Weaver. There's one of the crashes of the movie. That's him looking concerned. And then it's one more, I think. Yeah, that's him yelling at the truck. So you don't really get a really good look, but you see that truck back there? One of the things I like about it, the truck is actually almost a character in itself. Old, rusty. It reminds me of the truck in Jeepers Creepers.
What the hell's his problem? Just get out of his way, Jerry!
The way the front of it is, you know, old and rusty. And then the last thing you get here is something weird. I've never seen anybody do this before. It's the original storyboards, it says. And there's the back. when the headlights of a truck become the eyes of a psychopath. That's kind of like, there you go. That's what I was talking about. It reminds me of Jeepers Creepers when it's creeping up on him in his mirror. But this is storyboards that are actually like a poster. It's going to be very hard for me to show you this. Look how large this is. If I can unfold it. It's literally copies of the old storyboards from the acts. It's got Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4. So it's going to be very interesting. I'll look at it, and on the back of that, I'm not going to re-unfold it. It's got artwork, which I think basically mimics what's on the inside of the Steelbook. So you get the poster slash storyboards, you get the lobby cards, and you get the Steelbook. And then, like I said, remember the poster is reversible. So as far as special features go, you get I don't think there's any deleted scenes, but there's some behind the scenes stuff talking about Spielberg. He was a television director. I don't know if you remember that before. Like I said, this was a TV movie where he did episodes. I think he did some Night Gallery. I think he did an episode of Columbo. But one of the bonus features right there is listed, is awesome. It's the TV cut of the movie in 1.33 to 1 aspect ratio. It's in HD. It's not in 4K. But the main movie that you get on here is the theatrical cut. So the movie did so well on television that they went ahead and released it in theaters. And so, like I said, it's Steven Spielberg's basically first feature-length film that got released in theaters. So the theatrical cut is about an hour and a half, and the TV cut is, I think, about 17 minutes shorter than that. It's like about an hour and 13, hour and 14 minutes. The movie, to me, is better, the theatrical cut. It's like 1.85 to 1 ratio. The reason I say that is the pacing starts out slow, and it basically, pun intended, gears you up little by little. And I'll just give them credit. This movie, the tension in this movie ramps up over and over and over as it goes all the way to the very end. Does a really good job. The pacing is amazing. The television cut kind of gets right into it. You don't get any backstory. You don't get any feel what kind of person you're dealing with, why he's in a hurry to get where he's going. I just like the theatrical cut a little bit better. I think there's very few scenes that are added to the television cut that aren't in the theatrical cut. Most of the stuff is in this that's added in the theatrical cut. And I forgot to tell you, this is a limited edition set. I got $17.99 out of 3,000. So to get back to the movie, Dennis Weaver does an excellent job. It's basically a one-man show. There's a lot of little side characters, supporting characters sprinkled in, but it's basically him. And one of the cool things that I love about this movie is the inner monologue that he does throughout the movie, like when he gets to the point where he's questioning why this person is doing this to him. There's several key scenes where it's literally him sitting there pondering, and you're hearing his inner monologue as Dennis Weaver himself talks over the video. I really think that's a cool concept.
You just never know. You just go along figuring some things don't change ever. Like being able to drive on a public highway without somebody trying to murder you.
So you can see, I always used to call this movie the Jaws of the roads. You can see how this truck is basically the driver is stalking Dennis Weaver, and actually, it's pure road rage is all the reason that he's doing it, and all the way up to the finale. I'm not going to spoil what happens at the end, but I also say that they might have stolen the end of this when they made Jaws 2. So since Spielberg wasn't involved in Jaws 2, maybe this was their big FU to Spielberg.
Do the letters FO mean anything to you?
For not doing it, because you can kind of catch the hint of what I mean if you watch this and then see the end of Jaws 2. But either way, that's one of the reasons I love this, is it's got that Spielberg style. You can see it in a lot of the tracking shots he does. A lot of great shots from the outside of the vehicle. Reminds me of some of the shots from the outside of the boat in Jaws when they were chasing the shark. So definitely, if you're a Spielberg fan, check out DUEL. I wouldn't say that it's a full-blown horror movie, but it is more like a psychological thriller. I love this movie. 1971, the year I was born, so it's got to be good, right? The last thing we'll talk about is the actual transfer of the movie. I think it looks amazing. You can see the intricate, the small hairs in Dennis Weaver's 70s sideburns. There's not a lot of color in this. It's a lot of outdoors. tumbleweeds, a lot of browns and oranges from the desert, but you can really see the grit and the grime of the truck. So they really did a good job of cleaning this thing up in 4K. So the transfer looks amazing there. So have you seen Duel? If not, what are you waiting for? Get out there. This gets a big thumbs up from me. I love this movie. Couldn't be happier with the transfer. Couldn't be happier with the special features. 2 cuts of the movie. What else could you want? So let me know in the comments down below if you've seen it. Let me know what you think of it. If you haven't seen it, or you're going to plan on watching it based on either my review or other YouTubers' reviews, get out there and get this. I think you can buy the single version without it, Steelbook, or the special edition in Best Buy and other places for like $21.99. It is a steal because it's a great movie. So hopefully you enjoyed this review. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the normal YouTube stuff that I always ask you. Hopefully you'll keep supporting the channel. I'll keep making great content for you. Hit the notification bell if you are a subscriber, and you'll know when I post new videos. So until next time, boys and girls, this has been JeffMan316. I'm your pop culture reporter, and I'm signing out saying you guys be safe out there.
Get back in the bus, please. Please, come on. Come on, back in the bus.